Hey guys, welcome back. I am so sorry that it's been over a week since my last video. For me, that feels like a month. Like, I know it's not a super long time, but for me it is. I took a very unexpected mini break, not just from YouTube, just from like everything. I feel like over Thanksgiving break, I literally was so unproductive. I was getting over a cold and I was just really trying to relax and get some Christmas shopping done. It was Black Friday, and so, like I said, it was just very unexpected. I also ended up getting pink eye again. So I wanted to film this past Sunday and I ended up getting pink eye. Sunday morning when I woke up, I had to go to the doctors and everything. And that's why I didn't have videos this past week. So I am so sorry, but don't worry. I'm not taking any more breaks anytime soon. I'm going to be back on track and on schedule this week. So anyways, today I'm going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me, and I'm going to be trying out all of the new makeup that I hauled in my Sephora haul. So it's going to be like a chatty first impressions video, and I can already feel this is going to be a long video, so make sure you grab a snack or you grab some food because it's going to be a long one. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the video because, like I said, I know it's going to be long. So let's get started. Today I'm going to be using the Tartiest Pro Palette from Tarte. I hauled this, and this was probably the thing that I was most excited about because the colors are just absolutely beautiful, as you can see. And I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about this palette, so let's see. I'm going to start off with my Live and Breathe Beauty Just blending brush, which I always use from Walmart. And I don't know what kind of look I'm doing today. I think I'm going to go with something very mauve toned. Maybe? I don't know. So I'm going to be taking the color Innocent, and I'm going to apply that right into my crease. And by the way, as you can see, I already primed my lids and everything per usual because I didn't have any new primers. So I'm just going to blend that in there. Okay, that color is very light. It's like a soft brown color. So I'm going to build that up in my crease. I finally started going back to the gym this week, and I'm so sore, you guys. Like, I took a long break from the gym, which is not good. And I already know that I've gained weight, which sucks, but hopefully I can get all this baby fat off. All this holiday eating has been getting to me. Like I said, I don't know what look I'm going to do, but I'm going to take the color No Filter, and I'm going to apply that on my crease in the outer part with the Sigma E25 blending brush. Do you guys see that? The color seems a little bit patchy. Maybe I have to build it up. I'm going to take the color Maud, which is more of a pink burgundy color, and I'm going to put that also in the same spot where I just put that No Filter shade. I want to make this look really dark, actually, now that I am doing my makeup. You know, I'm going to go full force. I feel like it's been like forever since I've done like a full-on glam. I think last time I did one was on Thanksgiving, so we're doing this. Do you see that? Or is it just me? It's like patchy a little bit. I'm going to take that blending brush from earlier, and I'm going to use a little bit of the color Whimsy with Innocent, and I'm going to blend out those colors a little bit. Maybe they'll blend. I'm going to take this flat shader brush, which I actually got as a free gift from Tarte when I ordered something online, and I'm going to pick up the color Minx in this palette. I'm so excited about the shimmer shades. I want to see if they're like any good, so I'm just going to apply this all over my lid. I expected the shimmers to be more of like duochromes because when I swatched them, they kind of look like duochromes a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip a little bit more of my brush into the eyeshadow, and I'm going to use the Smashbox primer water just to spray my brush to give it a more like metallic finish. I always do this, but I want to see if this is going to show up a little bit more metallic-y. I mean, it's a pretty color. It's just not as like intense as I thought it was going to be. I want to say more like a pressed pigment is what I thought that these were going to be like. It is a really pretty shade though. Is this palette worth $53? I'd have to keep playing with the different colors to see, but so far it's not like mind-blowing, you know what I mean? I'm going to use a really tiny brush. This one's from Vanity Planet to highlight my brow bone. I'm going to use the shade Classic and Vintage, which are like the two creamy matte white shades. Just just to highlight my brow bone. Well, these seem pigmented. They do seem a little powdery, but that usually happens with a lot of creamy white shades. It's never really a big problem for me. Like, I don't mind that at all. I don't know if I want to do eyeliner. I think I do want to do liner because I want to try out the Sephora brand liner. So this one is the Sephora eyeliner, long lasting eyeliner in this shade Black, and I think I got the wrong one because one of you guys actually told me that this is like supposed to be really similar to the Wet n Wild, the old formula mega liner, but I think that's the Prestige one, and I think I got the wrong one because this brush, when I swatched it, it's a little stiff compared to the Wet n Wild one, but I'm still going to use it today and see if it's any good. So I'm going to just do a wing. I don't want it to be too thick because I've been into kind of like less dramatic eyeliner lately, so I'm gonna try my best and not do this too thick. Okay, so I did my wings, and the eyeliner's not my favorite. I like the formula of it. It's really black and it dries matte, which I like, but I'm definitely gonna pick up the other Sephora brand eyeliner because this brush tip is a little bit too stiff for me. So I'm gonna see maybe if they have the other one. So I don't know. I thought I got the right one. I only saw one online, I think, but it's not my favorite eyeliner. Anyways, I'm gonna move into lashes. I don't have any like lashes from Sephora, but these are new for me. I've never tried this style. This is the Eyelure Luxe Lashes in the shade Baroque, I think that's how you say it. That is what they look like. I'm just gonna pop these on per usual with my Kiss eyelash glue, which is my favorite. The one in the white tube is bomb.com. So I'm gonna apply these and then I'll see you guys in 1 second. Okay, the lashes are on. I actually really like them because they're not super dramatic, but they're still full and voluminous, and I think they're really pretty. So moving on to the face, I have a lot of face products. I'm so excited. I'm gonna take first the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refiner Primer. This is supposed to be like amazing for pores and just for making your face look flawless. So let's put it to the test. Has like a weird like citrus smell. It smells kind of good. It smells like medicine and citrus. I always focus pore primers on the bottom of my face because that's where I have larger pores, and then with any extra product I'll just distribute it towards the rest of my face. For foundation today, I have the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. Mine is in the shade 2.2. I totally guessed this shade online, so I have no idea if it's gonna match me. And I'm gonna be using my Ulta brand beauty sponge, which literally looks just like the Beauty Blender, except it's a little bit like fatter. I Snapchatted this like a week and a half or so ago. These come in a pack of 2 at Ulta for $10, and these are so identical to the Beauty Blender. Like, this is literally like the Beauty Blender. It's squishy, it's soft, and it's like half the price. Definitely check out your local Ulta and see if you can get the 2-pack for $10 because it's literally the Beauty Blender, which I love. So I'm gonna do 2 good pumps of the foundation on the sponge, and hopefully this color matches me. I'm a little nervous. Okay, I think the color's gonna match me. Oh yeah, the color does match me. It's very yellowy, this shade, which I like. And I do have a little bit of acne scarring because I did have a breakout. So we'll see if it covers it up any good. This foundation's very light. Doesn't even feel like a foundation, to be honest. It feels like a BB cream or something on my face. It feels like nothing. Doesn't have the best coverage either. Yeah, that literally is like light coverage, you guys. It didn't cover up my pimple right here. Sorry, I didn't mean to flip you off. It didn't cover up my pimple right here or any of my scar. I don't know if you're gonna really be able to see it, but I do have a little bit of scarring. Okay, I guess I'm gonna use a little bit more. I'm gonna use a full pump. Maybe this is gonna be a little too dark for me. I don't know. We'll make it work. The coverage is not there for me, you guys. This is very light, like sheer to light coverage in my opinion. Even building it up, I'm not even getting like medium coverage. I'm getting like solid light coverage. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit more, like a tiny bit. I feel like it's kind of not worth it because if you have to use so much foundation to get like medium coverage, then it's like you might as well just save your money and get like a BB cream or something. If I'm gonna do like a full face glam, I want like full coverage, you know what I mean? Like go hard to go home. Okay, moving into concealer, I also have a Smashbox product.
I just realized I forgot to spray my face with the primer water. Man, I have my primer water and I forgot it. I'll spray my face after my foundation.
Then I have the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Waterproof Concealer, and this one's in the shade Light Medium. Let's see if this is any good. Ooh, this is so creamy. Oh my goodness. Literally very creamy. Like just applying it, it literally just feels so smooth. So I'm gonna use the same sponge to blend it out. Do you see how easy that blended out? Damn. I could have probably even went down a shade because I really like my under eyes to be really bright, but maybe with the powder that I use to set, it'll be like lighter. I would say the concealer is in pretty solid medium coverage. I'm gonna use a little bit more because I have like vicious dark circles peeking through. I really like the formula, the consistency of it, and how well it blends so far. This is definitely not as full coverage as like the Tarte Shape Tape. Like that is full coverage. This is definitely like I would say solid medium coverage. So that blended out really nicely. The concealer I do like so far. Again, I have to keep using it to like really let you guys know about it. But I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eye with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I got the little travel size. I wasn't like sure why it was so small, but you guys were telling me I got the travel size. But I'm just gonna take some on the lid. Okay, I'm gonna use a really tiny brush. This one's from Royal & Langnickel. It's actually a contour brush, but I love it for my under eye area. And I'm just gonna set my concealer. A lot of people told me not to bake with this because it's really intense and it causes flashback in pictures, which to be honest, I don't even really take flash photography pictures, but I make the ugliest faces when I do my makeup. Okay, that set my makeup very, very nicely. It is very white underneath the eyes. It's very, very bright. So if you don't like very light under eyes, you're not going to like this powder, but it feels so smooth underneath my eyes. I'm just going to use it to set the areas where I applied the concealer. I like the powder so far. So far, so good. I normally always set my foundation like the rest of my face. It really depends on how my skin's doing. If my skin ever feels really dry, then I normally won't. But today I'm going to, just because I feel like it helps a ton with helping my bronzer, my blush, my highlight just go on really smooth. So I'm going to use just a little bit of my e.l.f. HD powder with a Wet n Wild powder brush. Just very lightly. I'm just going to dust a little bit of powder on my cheeks and just on the other areas where I didn't apply the concealer. I'm going to just go ahead and take the shade Maud again, and I'm going to actually mix it with the shade Minx, and I'm going to smudge that right underneath my lower lashes. I'm going to use a really tiny brush from Vanity Planet to do that. This is like one of my favorite brushes to do it because it just makes it so easy to just get in there. I'm kind of just wiping off that same brush, and I'm going to be using the color Drama, and I'm going to just deepen up my crease. Just like right in the like eye socket of my eye, like right in the crease part. I'm going to take the shade Glam, and I'm going to apply that in the inner tear duct. Oh, that color is really pretty. I'm going to take some of this Milani eyeliner. This is the Liquid I Like eyeliner pencil in the shade Black, and I'm just going to apply that on my waterline. Since I got a little bit of eyeshadow on my lower like eye area, I'm going to just take my Anastasia contour kit, and I'm going to use the banana color a little bit with that same brush that I was using earlier for my under eye, just to kind of brighten that area up a little bit more and make it brighter and clean up any shadow. Whoa, this thing is bright. I've never used this palette before and it is intense. Okay, I'm gonna be picking up the bronzer color. It looks more of like an orangey shade. And I'm gonna use this really large powder brush just to start off by bronzing my face first. When you bronze and then contour, it gives it a more natural-esque look. But let's get real, there's nothing natural about this look today. It seems very pigmented. Okay, then I'm going to just intensify that and contour and chisel out my cheeks a little bit. And I'm going to use the taupey shade in the middle. And this is a Vanity Planet contour brush. So far, I really like this palette. I like the size of it. I like how it's like compact, and I really like the shade selection in here. So far, liking this a lot. Okay, now for blush, I have a new blush, which I'm really excited about. This one's from Becca. It's in the shade Songbird. I've never tried any single Becca blushes before, and look at this color though. Like,
oh my goodness, I die. It's beautiful.
I'm gonna use a stippling brush. This one is the Sigma F50, but Wet n Wild also has a really good one. Oh my goodness, so pigmented. That is so pretty. I literally swirled my brush in here like a little bit and tapped off the excess, and it's so incredibly pigmented. Okay, now for the most exciting part, highlighter. Now I have the Cover FX drops here. I think I'm gonna save these for a different video, different time. I'm excited about them too, but I want to see how this Makeup Forever highlighter is on its own rather than mixing it with something different. So this one is in the shade 01. It's the Pro Light Fusion highlighter. And when I swatched this in my haul, I mentioned that the feel of this doesn't feel super like smooth. It almost just feels like a powdery kind of dry finish in my opinion, but let's see how it applies. So I'm going to use a small stippling brush. This one's from e.l.f. You can get this at like Target. And I'm just going to be swirling my brush in here and applying this right to the tops of my cheekbone. Ooh, do you guys see that? Of course I'm building it up because I'm so extra. It almost looks like a pinky kind of like duochrome shade. I don't have like really anything like this. I'm going to do like a C motion. That is so extra. I'm gonna fix that. So pretty. I hope the camera's picking it up because it really is so pretty. I think it looks really good in person. Like, okay, then finally I'm just gonna do my lips. So I don't have any new lip liners. What else is new? I'm gonna use my NYX Sugar Glass lip liner, which is my favorite. So for liquid lipstick today, I have this one by Kat Von D. I've only ever tried one other liquid lipstick from her. It's like a summery shade. So this one's in the color Bow and Arrow, and I think it matches good with the eyes and what I'm wearing today. So let's see how it looks. Ooh. Right up my alley. I love colors like this. Last but not least, I'm going to spray my face with the Smashbox primer water. Obviously, it's a primer water, so I should have done it before the foundation, but I forgot. So I will let you guys know about this. I'm going to use it with different foundations, but I'm going to spray my face now because a lot of you guys told me that this is good for preventing your makeup from like looking powdery. So I feel like mine looks a little powdery, so let's do this. Ooh, this smells really good. It smells like a hair product. Like a fresh out the shower conditioner kind of smell. Okay guys, so that does complete this look. This is the finished result. Let me know what you guys think of it. I really love like the colors that I chose. I always like to match my makeup with what I'm wearing, so that's what kind of inspired me to do this look. To be honest, there's a lot of hits. There's a lot of things that I really like. I first of all love the liquid lipstick. I love the smell of this Smashbox primer water. I'm not sure how well it, obviously because I just used it once, how well it's gonna actually like work with my skin, but so far I love the smell of it and the way that it looks and feels on my face so far. I really like the Laura Mercier powder. The blush is gorgeous, like so gorgeous. I love these lashes too, by the way. And what else? The highlighter is amazing. The things that I'm not too crazy about are definitely the foundation. I just don't like the fact of having to use so much product to just get like a semi-medium coverage because I'd rather just save my money and use like a BB cream from the drugstore, or I'd rather use the like Estee Lauder Double Wear or like MAC Studio Fix Fluid that are definitely way better coverage, and it's like around the same price. So that's just my opinion. I'm obviously going to keep using this foundation, maybe with different primers, and just to see how it wears. Maybe I'll even try it with a brush and see if I get better coverage. I don't know, but I'll let you guys know. The concealer I also really like. I love the formula of it, how creamy it is. But again, all these products, I'm going to keep using them, and then I'm going to do a Sephora haul update in a couple of weeks and let you guys know like my final thoughts, like hits and misses on what worked and what didn't work. As for the Tartiest Pro Palette, I feel like some of the colors, just layering them up, can be a little bit patchy. Overall, I think the look is nice. I mean, I do love this eyeshadow look that I did, but again, if some of the shades can be a little patchy, and all my brushes are clean, by the way. I made sure that they were clean before I did this video. So I don't think it's my brushes. I think it's just maybe some of the shadows, and I could definitely say that some of the darker colors, like the purpley shades, can be a little patchy. So you kind of just have to like build them up and really blend them out a lot. They're not as smooth and creamy as you would think, but again, I'm going to use the different colors in here because I obviously did not use every single shade. And as for these shimmer colors, I expected them to be a little bit more like metallic and duochrome. They're basically just like shimmery eyeshadows. I mean, they're nothing special. So I'll let you guys know in a couple weeks if I think this palette is worth $53. So that does complete this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you've tried any of these products down below, what your thoughts are on them. I would love to hear. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.